Hey everyone, it is Friday, June 17th. The time is 7:48 p.m. and the temperature right now is around 22 degrees Celsius. And I am here on Walmer Road, and just on my left is the most western entrance to Spadina subway station. And this entrance here will take you straight down to the Line 2 platform. And straight ahead is Bloor Street West. And this is a bit curious. It looks like there's probably some redevelopment plans for these two properties here. Anywho, for this one, I'll be heading south down to Bloor Street West. And then from there, I'll be walking west through the Annex neighborhood. And that's where I am now, and that'll take me to Koreatown. And I'll walk through the Bloor and Ossington area. And I think I might finish up in Bloor Court Village, possibly at either Dufferin or Landsdowne Station. So this is west on Bloor Street West. And there's a look back to the east. And the Royal Ontario Museum would be off in that direction, as well as the Yorkville neighborhood. And there's an interesting new spot that's opened up recently in this area. And that's coming up just on the right. And I wanted to take a stroll past it. And this is a new Asian street food market. And I think it was previously known as the Annex Food Hall.
That's what we're doing.
It seems to be quite a success so far. There's where the old James Joyce pub used to be. So this is one of my favorite neighborhoods in the city. And it stretches between Avenue Road to the east, which is behind me, and Bathurst Street to the west. And the neighborhood just south of here is known as Harbour Village. And I think I'm going to cross over here to the south side of Bloor Street. Someone's having a good time. How long is this light cycle? I'm almost ready to bail on this idea across here. The countdown timer hasn't even started.
Well, I go for beer and stuff.
So it's been both a fairly warm but extremely windy day today. I was out earlier doing a live stream on the e-scooter. And I'm actually heading out towards an event near the airport tonight. So I'll be hopping on the subway train and heading west. There's a look back at the new Victory Cafe. There's that same guy again. Maybe he's just doing laps of the area. There's Sweet Pete's Bicycle Shop, and I think a car went right through that the other week. And that's why it's all boarded up. That's kind of ironic. And speaking of unfortunate incidents, at Kipling Station, which is where I'll have to catch the 900 bus to head out towards the airport, earlier today there was a random attack and a girl was set on fire.
Yeah, and then he's like, yo.
I believe she's in the hospital with serious injuries. There's a look over at Lee's Palace. And Popper's Pub. And this is Bathurst Street coming up. And just on the other side of Bathurst, Koreatown begins. There's where Honest Ed's used to be.
All I could see.
I tried to look up and I realized my camera is in tilt lock mode. That's a setting that I use when I record scooter videos. Let me fix that here. There we go. There's the rental buildings going up. As I guess they're radically rebuilding Mervish Village.
Oh, race car driving. Got it. I knew
That
it.
would be one.
And this is Markham Street. There's Arisu. I quite like that place. And there's the Markham Street entrance to Bathurst subway station just to the north of here. I've certainly talked a lot about this area on this channel. This is my old neighborhood. And when I order cheese duck Aldi, it comes from that place just across the street, Hancock. They get that delivered all the way up to Midtown.
My mom gave me these boxes.
There's a look south down Palmerston Avenue. And if you were to take that south down to College, you'd find yourself in the middle of a street festival called Taste of Little Italy that's going on now. That started at 7 p.m., which is about an hour ago. And this used to be a Taco Bell and KFC. There's a Mary Brown's Chicken moving in. I'm actually not too fond of that place. Well, it's good to see something moving in there. So the neighborhood north of Bathurst, Bloor Street here, is known as Seaton Village. And on the south is known as Palmerston. And this place has been here forever, and it's well known for its Korean walnut cakes. There's a pub there called the Poor Boy, P-O-U-R.
커피숍이랑 뭐
And I have no idea how this place stays in business. It's the novelty of eating overpriced ice cream that looks like poop hasn't worn off yet. I remember going to one of the original restaurants to start that trend in Taipei called the Modern Toilet back in 2009. There's Pukchangdong and Clinton's, which is under new ownership. And just up on the right here is Christie Pitts Park. And this is Christie Street, and there's Christie Station.
We're like getting free rides.
There's a neat looking ride.
I know you're like, I'm gonna.
It sounds like there might be a performance going on in the park. There's certainly a lot of slacklining. This is looking more and more like Trinity Bellwoods North. And the neighborhood to the south of here is known as Bickford Park. There's the Bickford Center. That's run by the Toronto Board of Education. I'm not sure what exactly they teach there. There's also a community center on that property.
Not the right thing.
The next subway station coming up is Ossington, in an area known as Dovercourt Park. And I think this used to be a 7-Eleven way back when. And possibly a coffee time next to it. There's kind of a lot of divey, hipsterish bars in this area. There's a place called Vegan Donuts. All right, I'm finally gonna cross over to the south side here. I rolled through here earlier today on my e-scooter. And coming up is Ossington Avenue.
Democratic process.
I believe everything, man. I
And just to the north of here is Ossington Station. And starting at 11 p.m. tonight and all through the weekend, the subway will be closed between Ossington and Jane. And you'll have to board a shuttle bus. So when I'm coming back from the airport, I think I might just take the Lawrence bus and avoid that whole debacle.
Que la señora Norma si quiera.
There's a hookah lounge or shisha.
You got a good thing going in town. Yeah.
What is I Love KM? And here's one of the most popular music shops in the city. They've got a few different locations.
Yeah, okay. To me, like, looking at me just...
And here on the left is a rather popular spot. There's the Comedy Bar. That's the closest thing we have in Toronto to New York City's Comedy Cellar. And like the Comedy Cellar, they also have a second location just to the east, if you're well to the east of here, but essentially on the same street as Bloor turns into Danforth. That's located all the way by Danforth and Dawes Road. And that other Comedy Bar location is currently playing host to the Second City as they await to move into their new location at 1 York. I think the other most well-known comedy clubs in Toronto would be Absolute and Yuck Yucks. And Absolute in Midtown used to be a Yuck Yucks. And there's several other smaller comedy clubs spread around the city, although I think there used to be more. I'm sure the pandemic wasn't kind to that industry.
We'll leave it all out.
All right, and here is Dovercourt Road. So the neighborhood north of here is Dovercourt Park. And to the south is Dufferin Grove. Speaking of which, the next major street coming up is Dufferin. Michael and Kobe. And the old Paradise Theater, Breakthroughs Film Festival, tonight at 6 p.m. And the wind has just picked up quite a bit. Zoinks, music and books. There's a place called Bola Bar. I wonder if anyone's ever written in an E in front of that. Only bike and bus, not bikes or buses, bike and bus. And this stretch of Bloor Street is also known as Bloorcourt Village. And once I'm west of Dufferin, it'll be Bloordale Village. And here's the old Gladstone Library on the left. There's a Popeyes. There's also an A&W on this block. It's quite the trifecta of restaurants. Or a Mexican restaurant in between. So here's Dufferin Street, and Dufferin Station is just on the north side. And just south of here is Dufferin Mall. I think that's the old Kent Public School just on the left.
I've never gone up and down.
Not sure what the redevelopment plans are for that property. I'm just realizing this route is similar to one I took a few weeks ago. I recorded that one as a members video for Patreon and YouTube channel members. There's a western entrance to Dufferin Station. The end of the line for this one is coming up at Landsdowne. And there's the old Bloor Collegiate Institute, another shuttered property.
It's like him fucking.
There's the burdock doing a healthy business.
Party.
I've been to this place on the left. I think it's called 3 Speed. Definite hipster vibes in that place. And there's another Sweet Pete's bike shop location. That one unfortunately hasn't been caved in by an errant motorist. Things are definitely a bit quieter the further west I go. It's worth noting we're well out of downtown now. And that was a gentleman's club on the left called House of Lancaster. And they used to have a second location well out in Etobicoke. There's not too many places like that left in the city. I think the big two on Yonge Street are owned by the same people. coming up is Landsdowne. So I'll be popping into the subway station here.
If I went upstairs there and it was roller blues, I'd be out.
Okay.
Bargain Club. Thousands of things within $1. Technically, does that mean under $1? Or would that be 1 cent to $1.99? Or is everything just within $1? So everything could be between $29 and $30? So I'm going to head down and hop on a westbound train. Free transfer, woohoo! And knowing my luck, I probably just missed a westbound train. When I got to Bloor Station, it said the next train would be coming in 2 minutes, and it actually took 9. Does that really say 8 minutes? Service alert, no service at this station. That can't be true. There's people down here, it's not blocked off. What the hell kind of service alert is that? And what kind of wait time is 7 minutes? On line 2, that is utterly pathetic. Anyways, on that note, I hope you enjoyed this one, starting in the Annex, heading west along Bloor Street, through the Annex and Koreatown, as well as Bloordale and Bloor Court. Arriving here at beautiful Landsdowne Station, which is apparently not in service. All right, thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.